Oh, hey guys, the restaurant's done. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go inside and check it out because I hear it's got some really good coffee. Bartender's pretty good. So, if you want to see how I made this, go ahead and give it a watch. I'll see you at the end. Hi!
Okay, it's time to build our restaurant. And of course, the most important thing is our door so people can get into our restaurant, right? The door's nice and easy. Just make sure you got the right side facing forward. That's probably the trickiest thing of the whole thing. And the first thing you're going to do is put the little bottom sill. Now, if it's too loose for you, by all means, use your double sticky tape and stick it down. But once you stick your the window in and things like that, it does tighten up a little bit. Speaking of the window, make sure they do have a clear film on them, so make sure you take that clear film off before you stick it to your door. Makes it much more see-through. Also, you're going to stick this to the back of the door, and that's important because it says words on the top. It says Rolife at the top. Make sure that's legible on the front side of the door, so flip it, if that made sense. You'll put your cute little door handle on there. Make sure it's on the front. It can go in either way, so make sure it's on the front. And then you're going to put all your little posters and things, the little stickers and advertisements. Next, you have this little awning. I am very grateful that Rolife pre-creases all their paper things. It's really nice. But so you're just gonna crease it, and just stick this piece of paper onto that piece of wood. It's very easy. Just make sure you leave enough room for those little tabs, because that's gonna go into your building. Alright, we got a few walls. This little restaurant, it's almost completely enclosed. Almost. But so this is going to be wall A, and there's a little shelf that you're going to build first. It's a bit like putting together a puzzle, so sometimes it doesn't make sense, but just follow the directions. It'll all come together. It really will. Once you get your windowsill, then you're going to attach it to the main wall. There's a little tiny windowsill at the top. If any of these aren't nice and tight, definitely you can tape it in or glue it in. But once you get all your pieces together, mine fit nice and tight, they will snap together and stay together pretty well. And you got the window part. Again, make sure you take the little film off. It's only on one side. I tried both sides. I really did. And make sure the word's facing the correct direction. And then you lock it in place with this little piece of wood here. And most all your walls will have a dark side, which will go on the outside of your building, and then the light side, the wallpapery looking, and that'll go on the inside. So that does help when you build the whole structure. Going forward, we're almost there. All right, a couple more walls. I think there's 4 altogether, something like that. And more windows. Again, just make sure if to peel the protective layer off. It's only on one side, and then build as it says. It's just like the other walls, pretty much, except these don't have the shelving. Easy peasy. These are the little ledges that are going to hold your door in. So my biggest advice, don't glue these, especially the top one, because you're going to want to be able to maneuver these when you're trying to get the door in. Just a little learning thing from me to you. This one wall has this little frame on here, and at first, right now, it's not going to make sense yet, but in the end project, there's a sign that goes there, so just leave that blank. There's the other wall, and you're just going to put the windowsill, or the ledge, I guess you would call it, at the bottom, and then the actual fancy window in. Alright, our last wall. And this one, we're basically just going to attach things to it. So it's already pre-printed, which is really nice that we don't have to wallpaper it. But you're going to put little picture frames around some of the little pictures on there. And we're going to attach our little tiny shelf and our wall cabinet. And there's little holes specifically for that. It all fits into place. There's only one light in this whole thing, so this is easy. If you've never done lighting, this is a great... This one and Becca's Baking House, it only has one light, or maybe the garage, they only have one light. They're all almost exactly the same, but they're great beginner, dabble your toes in the waters of lighting. So we can do this, very easy. And the first thing you're going to do, first untangle the whole thing. And you always want to, well, not always, but most of the times you want to just twist up the wires together so you have one long continuous wire. And I always leave about 3 inches at the end loose so that you can attach it to your power source. It's just easier to manage. And for the light itself, you're just going to put one of these little rivets, the lampshade, and then stick it all together. I did end up gluing it just a little bit, just because it was a little too loose for me. Now you're going to build your light frame. This is a really awkward, funky little frame, and don't it probably, I could see, and I'm surprised I didn't, it could be broken. So just be careful. But you're going to put this little arm on. Just put it where it says. It doesn't look right until it's in the piece, to be honest. It's just like, okay. And you're going to lace it through according to the diagram. Now the very first, when I first pull the light through, I want that one to be nice and tight. So I did glue it in place before I started stringing the other through the other holes. So you're going to put it through this first hole, and then I glued it, and then I strung it through the other ones. Although you probably don't have to glue it. I mean, if you start stringing it, and it probably tighten itself up, but I like to make sure it's nice and secure. Once it's done, it should look something like this. And I decided, there's little flags that you stick on it. I decided, because I know me, and I know that if I set this aside, those little flags are going to get absolutely destroyed. So I'm going to wait until it's in the project, and then I'm going to stick the flags on last, just to save the integrity of the flags. Alright, let's put the walls up. The only thing I will say is this part right here. It's weird to put the side in at the bottom, and then it's easy at the first wall, but once you get to the second and third wall, you can't really tilt it like this so you can jam it in. So yeah, it's a little bit awkward, but very, very, very doable. Just put it together. Okay, here's where we put the light in, and it'll make much more sense what the frame is all about. That little big F, I guess, whatever the letter is. So I did glue down the wires nice and flat so that flush, I should say, and then you're just going to string it through. There's a little hole in the back wall there, and you're going to string your wire right through that. Once you get that pulled, it should all fall into place. So there's a slot there, and then there's a slot on each side. There's one, actually not on each side. It just kind of hangs there for a second until you put the other walls up, and then it attaches. And here you go. That's where you attach the top wall, the side wall, the bottom. This is where it starts getting a little tricky punching these in, because these walls are super tight. If you did the corner bookstore, I had to get a hammer out. They were so tight. So this one was not quite that bad, but it definitely took some strength. It ain't coming apart. One more wall. We'll stick it over here. All right, we have this little tiny wall. Actually, yeah, we had one more wall. And you just are going to put this piece of paper on. It kind of doesn't fit flush with the piece, so just make sure you line up the holes, basically. Go by the holes. Alright, I decided now is a good time to attach the flags. I could have probably waited one more step. I could put the little L-shaped wall first and then lined up the flags a little better. But either way. And then there's you'll notice that our little patio is kind of hovering there. So we have some edging to put all the way around. This building this building is interesting because in my mind it's kind of building it upside down. You're building the walls before the floors. So usually you build the base and then you go up, but this one goes the other way around. Which makes sense because there's tabs of where the floor has to go into. So the walls have to go in before the floor, basically. Alright, so you have this little side patio. There's a couple parts to this. So there's a little tiny step that goes in front of the door, and you just put, you have to put the edging on first. So just put your double strip tape, the longest ones, and then stick your long strip there. What's nice is all these pieces are pre-cut out. You just punch them out. Nice and easy. Now we'll attach the little cobblestone here. And then I attached the step in, but I realized way late. So fast forward to when I discovered that I should have put this little tiny piece in before I did that. Yeah, you'll see that I had some furniture in there already. So I had to take that out and then put this little bracket piece right there before I put the step in. Easy to fix. There we go. It's like it never happened. And now we got to put all our signage up because you got to know what restaurant you're going to, right? And to make it nice and neat and tidy on the top, there's a bunch of little top trim that goes all the way around. Now the door goes in here, and it just, there's two little notches. There's one on the top and the bottom of the door, and it should fit right in there. I did have to kind of take the top piece of the door frame off and then put the door in, because it won't fit this way. we'll have to take it apart just a smidge so it'll fit. There we go. Just like that. All right, now we go to everybody's favorite part. It's not hard at all, I promise. Just gotta try, just try. So what's nice on this one is it's got a little wallpaper that covers up the back. I like that the kits are starting to think about the back end of these. I don't know, we've done these for a while, and you know, the first ones they just like, nobody's gonna look at the back anyway, and it'll just look like this. So we'll just stick this through. And we have a little box that holds our on-off switch, the power source. So just build that, and we're going to attach it to the wall there. All right, biggest question. So what I do is I shorten the wires down just enough so that I'm able to pull the power source out and in if I have to replace the batteries. Now we're going to have the two wires here. And what you need to do is peel the plastic off from each one. You got to expose the wires inside. I 99% of the time can just use my nail. I destroy it every single time, but I always know that this is the last day of my manicure, the finale days. So I just pinch it and pull, and it's usually, because these wires are nice and small, just like that, expose the wires. And then on the power source, they're usually pre-scored, and you'll just peel the plastic off of those too. I use shrink tubes. You could use the tape that's provided, but I make sure if you use the shrink tubes to put the tubes on first, and then you'll notice that that's those little black things there. I'm testing it just to make sure I have my wires in the right direction. Always test it before you finalize anything. And I'm just making sure I have the red wire to the yellow wire. It might go the opposite for you, depends on how it's wired. And then just twist them together. So once we know it works in this combination, it's usually yellow to red, white to black for this kit. It might, if it doesn't work, go the opposite direction. I have had it where the wiring was backwards. Once I twist these together, then, and they got to be nice and they have to contact each other. So that's another thing. Just make sure all the wires are touching each other. So twist it up, jumble it up. I always fold it over a little bit. And then I'm going to put my For me, I put the shrink tubes over the top. Before I heat it up to shrink it down, I test it again. Test. Because they're kind of a pain to... The shrink tube is meant to stay there forever, right? So I'm going to cover it up. I'm doing this in real time just for you guys. So we're going to cover that up. I'm going to test it again. I test all the time. Works. Excellent. Now I'm going to heat up those tubes so that it tightens up around them. I love these shrink tubes. Makes it so much easier. Heat them up. I gotta get my heater. And we're all set. I also glued it down a little bit just to make it nice and neat and tidy. Unnecessary, but you know, do what feels right to you. So I'm just going to tighten that up, put my power source in there, and then it has a nice little lid on top. Don't glue that down because if you ever have to change the battery, you don't want that glued down. You'll have to pull the whole thing apart. All right, now the fun stuff. Let's put all our bits and bobs inside and make it all cute. You do have to build a little bit of an awning for the outside courtyard bar area. It's pretty easy. It's just the two side windows and then a crossbar. And then it's got a window on over the top. as a last note here, putting this little awning up was a little bit tricky because it wanted to tilt forward, so you do have to kind of stick it in there. Mine was loose, and then kind of hold it there for a little while. And then what you're going to do is you're going to put all this these paper little leaves, and I will say try to floof them up a little bit because they look very, very flat otherwise. Stick them up, and then there's these little plastic blue roses, and you just stick them all random. And there you go, the cutest little Tipsy restaurant. You can get your beer, your coffee, your pasta, your eggs, sausage, anything you could possibly want. It's very cute. And I say level-wise, I would say it would be a good beginner. If this is your first kit, perfect. Because it kind of teaches you the basics, you know, you got one light, building boxes, building furniture, putting up walls. Great introduction kit, and it was fun. I like doing these. So Rolife never lets us down, right?
Whew. Did a little shopping. Now I'm gonna sit here and do the coffee thing. Oh, that's pretty good. Good job. He's working. So, what do you think? Pretty nice and easy little restaurant to put together. This is a great, I would say, yeah, it's a good first time kit. This is pretty much snapped together, a little bit more advanced than just everything is snapped together because you do have to build boxes and things like that, but not bad at all. Very doable. And it was fun. I like these nice relaxing ones, non-stressful, because the next one we're gonna do, we're back to making teeny tiny things. But I like those too because I like a challenge. So if you haven't already, you know the spiel. Hit that little subscribe button. It really does help me. It's completely free, and you can hit subscribe and only watch 1 or 2 videos. You're not obligated to watch everything. Watch what you like. You do you, right? But also, if nothing else, hit that like button. That would be great. That's very helpful. And also, there's a new button. You've probably been hearing it from everybody. And it's the hype button, and you can do that 3 times a week or something, a day. I'm not sure how it works exactly, but just hit the hype button. It boosts me up to the recommended slots, and that's helpful too. You don't have to though. And of course, leave a comment. You know, did you like this? What should I do next? I think I'm about out of kits for the year. I've got to put some on my Christmas list, so what do you think I should do? And I think I'll sit here and enjoy my coffee, and I'll see you in the next video. Who knows where I might be, huh? What is he doing back there? Very busy. Hey, Mr. Teddy. How you doing? Ah, nice out. Should I ask for his number?